What's up, you lovely lurkers? I'm Willy, and he's Scott. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about doubling down on fast food. When McDs misses the mark, I'm interviewing for the NFL? And Scott, do you think this is a game?
If you like our voices, you can find our faces on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, or as unlockable characters in this year's FIFA 23. Let's lurk. Welcome back, Willy. Am I glad to see your hairy face finally matches your ass?
White and pale, never sees the sun?
Yeah, exactly.
For the listeners out there, there's this conversation that Scott and I have been having. Amongst his wedding party is Scott, by the way, if you're unaware, is a bald man with a beard. One of his other groomsmen, bald man with a beard. Another one of his groomsmen, bald man, beard.
Yes, but that's just describing our looks. That's not our relationship status. Just want to clarify for everybody out there.
Okay.
We have several listeners in California.
I am not a bald man, but I do have a semi-adequate beard.
It's good enough.
I am so happy that your partner, your fiance, has vetoed the option to make it a party of 4 bald men with beards.
Listen, if I could have the bridesmaids do it, I would. But neither of us are in Ringling Brothers or associated with the circus in any way. So we'll do it.
I will pay one of the bridesmaids $500.
We'll do it in post, you know? We'll just fix it in post. We'll make it funny. Just like with the show.
All right. Okay.
So you know how last week we talked about McDonald's Krispy Kreme? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to talk about burgers. Willy, you've talked about it at length and at girth about how much you enjoy going out to have a fast food meal weekly, once a week.
What is this call out? I don't like
I'm just
having
saying,
to answer this question.
We've
you
called
son of a
each other
bitch. Why?
Accountability buddies, and we want to be honest and open with the show. So,
Oh God, I don't want to say this.
Yes or no?
Well, I mean, what we discovered a couple of days ago is that my partner doesn't listen. So let me just be honest with you, because she's not gonna be here to listen. When I get out of my car, when I get home from work, I take any trash and I throw it away. My car is fairly clean. I have my bag, my sunglasses, and me. That's what exists in the car. Nothing else. Mm-hmm. But when I get out of the car, I have to throw a bag away, right? It's always a brown paper bag. Well, today, Scott, I threw away a bag from McDonald's and Arby's. And yesterday...
It's not controversial if it's the truth.
I don't like this.
Well, you're a resident expert then, because I
am going to be such an expert in this story.
I cannot have fast food. So gambling.com has suddenly become the authoritative source on fast food burger chains. And it broke down each cheeseburger's nutritional value into 4 categories: sugar, fat, salt, and calories. Now, they ranked every fast food joint in terms of like popularity. And I'm not going to get into like the regionality of what's popular. We all know what we like, right? Good. But
right.
So I just wanted to look at the burger, like the main squeeze, if you will, or the main attraction of these favorite places. And I think people are going to be surprised by what made number 1.
I hate this list.
It's not.
I hate it.
It was totally unexpected for somebody like me who hasn't been to half of these things.
3 burgers on this list that do not deserve any credibility on this list. I hate White Castle. Put it on the list.
It's literally a burger chain, and it didn't make the top 10. Best for you burgers if you had to eat a cheeseburger. Number 10, Wendy's Junior Cheeseburger. You've had this?
Of course, everybody should have had a junior
I had a Wendy's
no,
bacon cheese back in the day. Junior bacon cheese, yeah. I can still taste the
it's
salt.
fine. There's nothing special, and that's right. The sodium on that has to be sky high, and this list is saying that sodium is like medium.
It's just a negative fact.
I mean, it's not...
So we agree. 10 is a good spot for Wendy's. Okay.
Agreed.
At number 9, Five Guys. Just a regular cheeseburger.
I'm going to find who made this list and show them Five Guys. Aggressively.
I would have expected Five Guys.
Their fists.
I've had them. It's probably my favorite burger on this list, to be honest. But
Number 1. Easily.
But I would not agree that it is healthy in any way, shape, or form. All right, coming in at number 8. Huge surprise, huge upset in my opinion. McDonald's cheeseburger. A score of 5. Middle of the road cheeseburger, but number 8 on this list. Those things are delicious.
It's classic. It's a hard thing to beat, honestly.
I'm surprised literally that every other burger on this, with the exception of maybe one, is more healthy than a McDonald's cheeseburger. So, number 7, Carl's Jr. / Hardee's original cheeseburger. You're telling me that's not down there with Wendy's?
The only acceptable thing to order from a Carl's Jr. Hardee's is a Frisco burger, and they'll still make it for you. It doesn't have to be on the menu, but that's it. That's the only thing you should get from that place.
What about
a heart attack?
What about, yeah, literally, what about the heart attack in a bun, aka the Baconator?
I'm going to go to Wendy's for a Baconator.
Is that where it's from? I don't know. I thought it was Hardee's.
Yeah, that's from Wendy's.
I thought they had something similar, but anyway, number 6.
You used to be fat, man. Come on.
I did. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot in the face of my burger. Number 6, local tie. Shout out to the DQ original cheeseburger, aka Dairy Queen.
Whoever put this middle of the road thing in here, you suck ass, because a Dairy Queen burger tastes like cardboard.
Everybody knows the only thing you get from a Dairy Queen is the chicken strip basket and a Blizzard.
100%. And the moist maker piece of bread.
I don't know what that is, but
you open up the chicken tendies,
yeah.
and in there is a half-cut piece of bread.
yeah, it's super good. Diagonally, of course.
Of course.
Number 5, apparently they have cheeseburgers. Del Taco.
Get the fuck out of here. Why?
How?
I am so upset that it even is that it's even close to the list. That not only should it not even be in the presence of the greatness that this list is. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. We're just going to leave it there.
I'm going to wash it down with a story.
Yeah. Number 4, I believe this one. I've seen a lot of people eat it. I ate once. It gave me hives, but a Culver's butter burger with cheese.
I have practiced this so many times. Scott, you ready? Could I get a double bacon butter burger deluxe basket with a root beer, because they have the best root beer? That's it. That's what you order.
Okay. All right. Number 3. Never ate at one of these places before, but it's called Checkers / Rally's cheeseburger with cheese. Now,
We had one in West St. Paul.
oh, okay, cool. They came in at number 3 with a score of 6.3. And I bring this up because the jump from 3 to 2 is massive, at least according to this scale. Coming in at number 2, a surprise silver finish, if there ever was one, the In-N-Out burger. Just a regular cheeseburger is an 8.2, which means they must use clean cows and wholly sourced buns, cheese cut right from the cloth right there in the store, to go from a 6.3 to 8.2.
It makes total sense why it is a West Coast brand, because those freaking health nuts over there, they don't know what it's like to be mid-March and get 4 inches of snow. When you're listening to this episode, we are getting pummeled by 9 more inches. And you know what? They don't know what it's like. I need a little cushion. I need something to brace for that. Give me that unhealthy burger.
I think the argument could be made that California knows all about 9 inches plus. But we'll save that for a different show, different topic. Number 1.
Oh, my God.
I feel their name kind of gave this a little boost, if you ask me. But coming in at number 1 with a whopping score of 8.4 to crush In-N-Out Burger's 8.2 is Whataburger. What a burger.
What a flop. What a flop. Not good.
You would mess with Texas when it came to this burger.
I would.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a brief second to give me your number 1 burger.
Without a shadow of a doubt, a Five Guys burger. Listen, McDonald's, you're getting celebrities on your little, your
Large,
freaking menu.
huge.
Cardi B gets to whop her wet ass and tout her burger. Five Guys, I am here. Put a Willy burger right in the middle of those Five Guys. You know the scene. Put me in a white top on a couch and just a bunch of Five Guys workers behind me. And it is a little burger with bacon, ketchup, mayo, and pickles. That's it.
It's already got the sauce.
Scott, I'm not the only one enraged by McDonald's or fast food sometimes, but I would never go this far. Take a look.
That's a lot of red.
Goes into a McDonald's, is mad that they put too much ketchup on her burger, slams her fist on the table, and starts screaming to do it the right way. I would never go that far. But here's the deal. These types of videos, this like rage bait content, oftentimes pulls me into different media consumption, either on TikTok or on Reddit.
She knows the Michael Jackson. She's wearing red leather. She's doing the Thriller dance while throwing her burger down.
This story is not about rage bait. Something else happened. Multiple videos this week are touting a new fitness trend. This woman, crazy, you'll see, was just out to get her cheat meal for the day. And it wasn't prepared the way that she wants. And you might be asking yourself, why would somebody get so enraged over a burger like this? And maybe, just maybe, this other video will shed a little bit of light on why this person is just crazy.
I have an idea, but let's watch.
So this bitch's video, that McDonald's video, has gone viral, and she posted on TikTok telling her side of the story. But I need y'all to watch something with me, okay?
So I wanted to come out and publicly let everyone know that that was me in the video. After this video was published on TikTok, it went viral and news organizations wrote about me. And I honestly have no idea. I am simply baffled that this is possible. People found out where I work and they sent the video to my employer. I was then fired from my job. That's right, I was fired.
Love that.
Which I find to be extremely unfair. Because
that
all
was
I was
fair.
doing was going to get my weekly cheat meal. And it
Cheat
was
meal.
the McDonald's employees
Pay
that did
attention
not
to
follow
cheat
the
meal.
simple directions that I asked for. So I felt that I had the right to come in and let them know that my burger was not made correctly. I did nothing wrong. Literally, I did nothing wrong. So please leave me alone. This is extremely unfair of you guys to do this to me.
Watch the next video.
Day 2 of my dog food diet. I woke up and made coffee with oat milk. This is my favorite kind of oat milk. I thought if I poured oat milk on my dog food, it would kind of be like cereal. But it didn't taste very good. For lunch, I decided to put my favorite kind of hot sauce on my kibble, and honestly, it tasted amazing. So delicious. For dinner,
What?
I did the same thing.
prepared my dog food with Brussels sprouts, and I was ready to play fetch.
Okay, so
Just kidding.
so
Keep
internet's
following me
favorite
on my
uncle,
dog food
Hank
diet.
Green,
February 1st.
this week was in another video where this guy goes, "Hey, did you know that there's 666 grams of protein in 200 grams of dog food? This is why it is my meal prep of the week." And Hank goes, "Just think about what you said. Think about 666 grams in 200 grams. It doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. Where are we? What is happening?"
Okay. So many things. So many things. Okay, let's unpack.
I don't wanna stay.
So I've worked with the public before, and I've worked with people who have done things like this, and I'm an empathetic guy. I get it. You know, we've all got our own struggles. I've talked about mine here on the show, as you have as well.
Our own demons.
I try to take things with a grain of salt, but I've never thought about taking things with...
Actually, you try to take things with no grains
That's
of
true.
salt.
That is very true. But I've never thought about taking things with 666 grams of dog food protein. So that's number one. Number two, she's eating dog food
With oat milk.
and habanero mustard.
Oh, God.
So it makes sense why she's insane, because she's gotten probably zero nutritional value
Cancer.
out of that dog food and is pretty much, I don't know, what's the closest thing you've seen to a feral human being besides Andrew Tate?
No, that's it. Jake Paul, the Pauls?
Yeah, I just on that scale, on that spectrum. I feel
know,
bad for her. I do. I feel real bad for her because she's checking a lot of boxes that just, aren't popular these days. The haircut, the glasses, the stretchy pants with bell bottoms.
For your own physical health, to get into that type of shape, where's the line? Would you eat a bowl of dog food if you knew, hey, buddy, all the ailments that you're going through, you got to do one bowl of dog food a day? Would you be able to do it?
If eating dog food was the cure to cancer, yes, I would.
Good for you. Give it to me. Give me the cancer.
But it wouldn't be dog food. They would repackage it as something else. I mean, some
Food.
smart business
They'd call it
person
food.
would. We would.
They'd call it Kashi Go Lean cereal.
Yeah. It looks very similar.
I just want to say, don't eat dog food. It's not prepared for humans, for human consumption.
Before we assign blame, let's look at the, I guess, culture at large, Willie. Dogs eat dog food. Dogs greet each other how?
Butt sniffing?
Yeah.
Are you saying if I want to adequately sniff
As
ass,
of late.
I need to...
As of late, what has a lot of the younger generation added to their diet recently?
Pink eye.
Ass.
From assholes.
We're to blame.
I know.
It's not her. It's us. I know that you have been a interviewer as well as an interviewee in your time as a job holder. So,
Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun because the NFL's combine that is going on right now to look at how these athletes are subjected to their type of interview questions because, they're going for a job just like everybody else, except most of us don't have to run a 40-yard dash, see how high we can jump, and see how many times we can bench press 225 pounds. It'd be cool.
I should have eaten my doggy pebbles.
It'd be cool if we did, but all of these athletes also have to go through a standard questionnaire kind of interview practice. And some of the teams get a little weird. So, Willy, I'm going to be an NFL executive. You just wowed me with a 4.65 40. You put up the bench
means.
press 25 times, and you jumped
Nice.
exactly 6 inches. So, you're going to have to wow me in the question and answer point of view. So, are you ready? Welcome. You better wow me.
Hi, my name's Brycelyn Matthews. I hail from Texas A&M. I was the starting center, and I run fast.
Good. That's
And hit boys.
all right. So, you said
I never learned
Brycelyn?
how to jump. Brycelyn.
Okay. I'm just going to call you Bryce for this for short. Is it okay if I call you Bryce?
I prefer Lynn.
Okay, Lynn.
Thank you.
I've got a couple questions here, and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Do you find your mother...
To be clear, Lynn is spelled Lhynne. Just
All right, I
to
got
make
that
that
written
sure.
down here. So, Lynn, do you find your mother attractive?
I don't know why that took me so long. No.
Okay, all right, that's an answer. Okay. Number 2, do you like men?
For 5 guys, I like 5 guys.
Okay. All right. Okay. Likes 5 guys. Okay. Question number 3. When did you lose your virginity?
I've lost it to the game.
All right. Okay. But when was that?
It was the locker room just before here.
So recently. All right.
It was the 5 guys.
Question number 4. It relates to number 1. Is your mother a prostitute? Once again, you're taking an awfully long time on these mom questions.
No.
Are you sure?
These are
You
real
hesitated.
questions.
I'll give you a chance to change your answer if you want to before moving on.
I don't know. No.
He doesn't know. Okay. Question number 5. What's your murder weapon of choice?
5 guys.
Won't do it alone. Okay.
He's a real team player.
All right. Question number 6. Would you rather be a cat or a dog?
I already like eating ass, so dog food.
Likes sniffing butts. All right. Okay. This one's going to go a little bit out there, so stick with me. Question number
In comparison to
Question number 7. There is a bus going 100 miles an hour on a mountain in Alaska. Where are you sitting on the bus?
alone.
You're driving the bus? Is that what I understand?
No, I'm in the back. They don't like to talk to me.
Everybody left. You by yourself. Okay, has abandonment issues. All right. Question number 8. Where does the sun rise and where does it set?
Rises in the east and sets in the west.
Good answer. All right.
A circle has no beginning.
Would you share your internet history with us?
Which browser? Pick one. Pick one.
Is that a yes or a no?
I pose the question to you. I want this to be a two-way conversation.
Okay, I see. Since you answered the question that way, do you have a problem with authority?
Listen here. I'm taller than you.
All right. I'll accept that answer. Question number 11. Boxers or briefs?
Neither.
Commando man. What color is chocolate? This is very straightforward, so I just want you to answer. Don't think about it too hard.
Oh, brown.
Okay. What color is melted chocolate?
Water brown.
Nope. Like I said, don't think about it too hard.
Brown.
Okay. What color is butter?
Yellow.
What color is melted butter?
Yellow.
Good. Okay. And then finally, what color is snow?
White,
What color is melted snow?
yellow,
Sometimes, but regular melted snow, what color is it?
nothing,
Or
clear.
good. So what color is actually snow? If melted snow is clear, what color is snow, Willie?
Clear.
Thank you, Lynn. Moving on. This will be the last question. How many ways could you use a brick in a minute?
Do I have to name them? I don't have a minute.
Go.
A hammer, sandpaper, a step stool, a writing utensil if it's a big enough surface, a blunt instrument for murder, a
45 seconds.
a shovel for sand, a thing to hold up books, a thing to hold down books, a thing to weigh down a person, a thing to knock a person out, a
30 seconds.
Way to call it quits, building block for a building, a way to put out lights, a way to break windows, a thing to break things, and
15 seconds.
The worst case scenario. Oh, I have 15 more seconds. Something to be ground to ground spices. Another thing that can
5, 4,
at the end of the day, probably
3,
something that can
2, 1.
overall murder anybody.
Well, Lynn, thank you very much for your time today. Don't call
I'm
us.
not sure I made it.
We'll call you.
Scott, you got to ask me questions, and I now get to ask you questions. Because for all of you listening and watching, one thing you need to know is that if Scott was good at something, you might think it's puns. No, it's trivia.
What can I say?
Scott is unmatched. And me and my partner will go over to Scott and his partner's place and we'll play games. But you know how it works? It's the three of us against Scott because he just knows answers to things. So I'm going to put you to the test right now.
Oh, no.
With a little game called Gen Smack. Now, why don't you describe it for the lurkers, and then we're just going to play a couple of rounds, and I want to see how good you do. And in comparison, no cheating, internet, I want to know how well you can do.
It is essentially 5 generations, and the questions are from a certain date range. So we have the boomer generation, we have the greatest generation, we have Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. And things range from who was on the plane when the music died to what magazine was Harry Styles on the cover of in 2020. So, like,
specifically topics like movies and shows, pop culture, music.
it's really fun. And it's kind of like all of the Trivial Pursuit questions without the little pie pieces and multiple generations of Trivial Pursuit. So if you like trivia, highly recommend this game. They are not a sponsor, but it's really fun. So go out and get it.
We would be happy to sponsor
Yeah.
them. We're going to start with what most likely the audience would like to hear first, and then we will flip it and reverse it. So we're going to start with Gen Z.
The hardest generation for me.
Which Dance Moms star was the lead dancer in Sia's Chandelier music video?
I know who she is. I just don't know her name. I can see her because she's been a dancer. She was, if I'm not wrong, she was the dancer from Missy Elliott's video from back in the day. The
Nope.
Is her name start with a
Here's your
D?
hint. No.
Okay, so there's a hint actually too. Yeah, we forgot to mention this. You ask a question and there's a hint that's supposed to like kind of give you the answer.
She lived out many people's dreams by screaming her lungs out at Shia LaBeouf in the Elastic Heart video.
Oh, yeah. It's her. It's not the Missy Elliott girl. I don't think they're the same person. Does her name start with a G? Is it
No.
Mia Ballerina?
It is Maddie Ziegler.
Oh.
Moving on to the next one.
You
God, this
touted
feels
my
good.
prowess,
Ooh.
and here you are flaunting my frailty in front of the world.
We've got millennials, hard, people and events. Not in that order. R.L. Stine is best known for what children's book series?
What is Goosebumps, Alex?
What is Goosebumps indeed?
I read all those books growing up.
Stupid. Same. All right, moving on to the Gen X pop culture card. What company released the first mobile phone in the United States in 1983?
Motorola.
I think you have two. Yes.
Yes.
How would you not have guessed Nokia? That's what I would have guessed.
Nokia was the first thing in my brain, but I had to think that was the first thing in my brain when I went to school growing up, and I had to think back to all the brick phones that people had in their fancy limos or carried with them in their satchels. I'm old.
Yes. All right, moving on to the boomer generation, 1946 to 64, if anybody's keeping track. Question. A hit with the ladies in his cape. What was the name of Underdog's girlfriend?
Oh, no. I need the hint.
This sweet dog's got her a pedigree, and she wants a cracker.
Oh, it's Polly. And it's a longer name, isn't it? It's
it's 3 words, 1 name. This sweet dog's
yeah,
got
it's
her pedigree.
Polly
and she wants
Sugar
a
Plum Fairy.
Sweet Polly purebred.
Oh, dang it. I have, probably at my parents' house still, a rubber bendable figure of Underdog.
Why?
He was popular. He was popular from the creators of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Kind of like that.
I hate that I grabbed this, but we're going to do it. The greatest generation, our grandparents, 22 to 45. Scott, everyone should get this. What U.S. Supreme Court case decided that racial segregation in public schools is unconstitutional?
That would be Brown versus Board of Education.
Yes, it is. That is a history lesson for you listeners, and well done.
Oh, I'm glad I know that because it's illegal to know that in Florida, I believe, today.
You're not allowed to write it in a book. At least not if you want that book to be in a library.
All right. Well, Gen Smack, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, we are willing. Just find us at our email. There's at subforthat.com.
And thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Please rate and review wherever you lurk.
And remember, be kind to each other, and we'll see you next week.